Oh no, so sorry. Sorry. Uh, I was talking to myself all this time. I thought you could hear me. I'm so sorry about that. All right. So thank you all so much for joining us today. I know it's been a good day. Some of us have had hectic days, but I hope we are all well. So if you joining us, if you've just joined us, please, Rosemary, just tell us where you're joining us from. Let us know your name. If you're here with us right now, let us know your name. Where you're joining us from. If you have a business, what is the name of your business and what does your business deal with? I know we're already like a minute into the session, so I'll give like 3 or 4 minutes for introduction. So for all of us to get acquainted with each other. And while we are at it, my name is Beryl Okwach. I'm your trainer for this session. So I'll be taking you through the topic on your screen, creating a digital marketing plan. And then in the chat section, you can see my colleague, Amarachi, is there with the blue spanner. So she'll be there moderating the session, seeing that, we are all on the same page. If you have any questions, responding to your questions and any inquiries. And then on the back end, we also have Lauren. She's also my colleague. She's broadcasting this session. So basically to see whether, the session is going on well, we don't have any technical hitches. All right. Rosemary and Nana, how are you? And Joyce, hi Joyce. Welcome all. So I'm actually joining you from Kenya, right? I'm somewhere along Wayaki Way. And then Amarachi is based in Amarachi is in Benin, and then we have Lauren broadcasting the session in Cameroon. So you can see the power of digital. It's all brought us here together. Hi Lydia, Lydia from Ghana. How are you? Joyce says she deals with books and stationery. That's nice, Joyce. And then Nana, Belinda Kanana, Morioki from Nairobi, Rosemary is from Kakamega County. It's nice to have you all here. So who else is here? If you've joined us, please introduce yourself. Let us know each other. You may be my neighbor, you never know, right? Rachel Mushira from Nairobi. Hi, Rachel. I remember you from the first session. I remember your name. I also remember Lydia's name. Joyce, I don't remember so much. I remember Lydia and Rachel's name. They were very active during the training. Pauline, hi Pauline from Mombasa. I do photography and sell clothes. That's nice. Annabelle, hi Annabelle. I remember you from the first session as well. Betty's Kitchen from Kenya. Right. That's nice. So I think we're already 4 minutes into the session. We want to get started and we don't want to go over and above the 1 hour that's already set for this session. So for those who are joining us right now, my name is Beryl. I'll just repeat that again. My name is Beryl. I'm based in Kenya, and my colleague Amarachi is will be moderating the session. Moderating the session. Amarachi is joining us from Benin, and then there's also Lauren, who is broadcasting the session. She is from Cameroon. Hi, Simon Gakinya from Kenya, CEO and founder, Mount Kenya Specialty Tea and Coffee Limited. We are traders and exporters of specialty green coffee beans and roasted coffee, CTC, black tea, and orthodox coffee. Hi, Simon. That's very, very impressive. That's very nice. And George Masharia in Hotel Solutions, Kenya. Uh-huh. Stalin. I remember you, Stalin, from the first session as well. All right. So we're already 5 minutes in. I think we will start. What we're going to look at today is how you can create your own digital marketing plan, right? So what is digital marketing? Before you even decide on creating your own plan, we need to get an understanding of what digital marketing is. What are the different channels of digital marketing, and how do you get started with creating your own plan? What do you need to look at? What do you need to consider, right? So these are the things that you're going to look at today. I'm actually just looking at everyone who's joining. Angie, Angie Kagume, a dating and relationships coach. That's nice, Angie. Right. So if you're ready for us to start, I think if you're ready for us to start, maybe you can drop me a cue in the chat section, just like we did the last session, whether it's a yes or your favorite emoji, so just a cue to prompt me to get started with the session. I'm actually waiting for your cue. So you can drop me, if you're ready, you can tell me you're ready. Rachel is ready. Annabelle is ready. Bricks Insurance. Hi, Nancy. Right? Okay. So Rachel and Annabelle, they're speaking for the whole class. They're the only two people who are ready for us to start. And then Angie is also ready for us to start. Right. So let's kickstart this session, creating a digital marketing plan. So I hope my audio is clear and I hope my screen is very clear. I don't want you to miss anything as we move along. So like I said, we're going to look at how you can get started with digital marketing. But first, you need to get an understanding of what is digital marketing, right? We can't just come here and say we want to talk to you about creating your own plan, yet you don't have the basic. And the basic is understanding what digital marketing is, right? And then looking at how you can create your own plan, and then harnessing the power of digital advertising. How can you make it work for you? All right. How can you leverage on the different platforms, the different channels that you see, that you settle on, to ensure that it's converting well for you? Okay. But before we kickstart, I think this was also shared in the first session. We've partnered with Google for this. It's the Google Hustle Academy. It's a 1 week long boot camp. So it runs from Monday to Friday. And then it's a cycle. So last week we had one, this week we don't have another one. So maybe in the next 3 weeks we'll also have another cohort that we'll be training. So you really don't want to miss the next cohort. So to sign up, just go to the link that Amarachi will share in the chat section. You can copy it and paste it on your browser. You can look at it later on. So make sure that you, make sure that you sign up for the Google Hustle Academy. There's a lot of things you get to learn. You can get to learn about how do you pitch for your business. What are the different funding options available for SMEs, or if you want to scale your business, how can you approach investors? What do you need to have in place? And then you want to get started with the depths of digital marketing. How do you go about that? What do you need to do to improve your revenue as a business, right? So all these things will be covered in the Google Hustle Academy. Make sure you sign up for it. The link will be posted in the chat section, right? So I like my sessions to be very, very interactive. Personally, I'm not a business owner, so it's very important that I learn from people who attend the sessions, because most of them own businesses, right? And as it is, we know learning is lifelong, right? So you're always learning, always learning. So anytime you interact with people and connecting with people, networking, it's a learning opportunity, right? So just let me know, how do you engage with your businesses, with your customers currently? Hi, Lucas. I can see you, CEO and founder of Luca Peanuts. I'm glad to have you here as well. Right. Thank you, Bernard. So let me know, how do you interact with your customers currently? How do you interact with your customers currently? How do you interact with your customers currently? Right? So it could be word of mouth. If it's word of mouth, it could be, it could be word of mouth. It could be Facebook. So basically, how do you interact with your customers currently? And also, just to mention, I think for us to have this session, it's a partnership that we came up with Biashara Africa. So I'd also like to thank them for, ensuring that we train you, because you're the community surrounding Biashara Africa. So a big thanks and a big shout out to Biashara Africa for this partnership. Nana, through stakeholder workshops. Wow, that's nice. That's very, very nice. Stalin, we interact with them via Facebook and Instagram. Joyce, interacts with customer on WhatsApp, word of mouth. So is it the normal WhatsApp or is it WhatsApp business? Rachel says engage through social media, Facebook Messenger, Annabelle WhatsApp group, social media, Rachel and Gigi Kenya chats. That's also a thing, right? There's also Gigi Kenya chats. I think we looked at the online marketplaces in our previous session. So how to get started with the online marketplaces and e-commerce. WhatsApp business, yes. WhatsApp business has a lot of features that as a business you would want to leverage on. And the best thing with WhatsApp business, you can link it with your Facebook. So you can sync your WhatsApp business with your Facebook. So when anyone goes to your Facebook and they click on, the number, it brings them directly to your WhatsApp. So they don't have to type the number out, on their keypad and save it to contact you, right? So that's also the best thing with WhatsApp business, that you can sync it, that you can color code your clients, right? Okay, then Eunice, for me, mainly in person via WhatsApp, IG, and Facebook. Bricks Insurance via WhatsApp. All right. So those are really great responses. Thank you so much for that. And what we're going to look at basically is a more or less what we've talked about, but we'll obviously get deeper into it. So looking at introduction to digital marketing, what is digital marketing? What do you understand by the term digital marketing? What do you understand by the term digital marketing? Blessy says through Facebook. I think that was a response to my first question. So, what is digital marketing? What do you understand by digital marketing? No, Blessy, you should have left your message there. I knew it was a response to the first question. So, what is digital marketing? What do you understand by digital marketing? Hmm? What do you understand by digital marketing? Before I give you my own definition, what do you understand by digital marketing? Let me wait. Let me see who we have. There's no wrong or right answer. So that's for sure. There's no wrong or right answer. Feel free to drop your response. If you also don't know what digital marketing is, feel free to say, what, Beryl, I don't know what digital marketing is, and that's why I'm here. So that's also a thing. Nancy, by doing business online through new tech. Joyce, letting people know about your business on online platforms. Eunice, marketing through digital channels, not through newspaper or radio or TV. And you're going to get into that. Nice one, Eunice. Marketing through digital online platforms. The Wafula has said. The Wafula has said it's marketing through digital online platforms. And then Starlin, marketing through products or services over social networks, online, etc. Pauline Joroge says marketing services and products through digital platforms. Rachel, using the digital space to market your products through SEO and SEM. I've seen you've mentioned a few of the the channels of digital marketing. Bernard, marketing via the online platforms, e.g. Instagram. Marketing services or products through digital platforms, that's Beatty. Pauline, marketing your products or services through online buying and selling of goods, Rosemary. Christopher, selling online. Annabelle, marketing of brands to connect with potential customers using the internet and other forms of digital communication. All your answers are correct. It's just that most of us have said the same thing in different languages. So even what I'm going to give you, the definition that I'm going to give you, is the same thing. I'm just using different terms, but we are all talking about the same thing. Elizabeth, advertising your products through digital platforms, right? So those are your definitions. And what is my definition, right? What is my definition? So it's basically the promotion of products or brands using electronic devices or the internet. All right. So you can see even my definition, it's just the same as yours. It's not even different. There's nothing different. It's just the words that are a bit different. So you promote your products or service via devices or the internet. All right. You could decide to do instant messaging, could be text messaging, videos, apps, podcasts, electronic billboards, digital TV, radio channels. If you want to get into digital marketing, there's SEO, SEM, SMM, content marketing, display advertising. We're all going to look at that in this session. All right. So, looking at statistics, I think I said in the last session, it's very important when you want to make a decision, you need to look at previous case scenarios and see, did it work for these people? All right. So, how did it work for them? Right. What are the numbers? What are the data? What is the success rate? All right. The statistics showing the success rate, or the statistics showing, why you need to hop onto that. All right. So, because we are also projecting, right? So you can see there are 747 million SIM connections in sub-Saharan Africa. 747 million SIM connections in sub-Saharan Africa. So basically, these are people with mobile phones. And this is not the whole Africa, this is just sub-Saharan Africa. And then if you look at South Africa as a country, 91% of South Africans own mobile phones. So the total population of South Africa, 91% of those people own mobile phones. It could be a smartphone, it could be a burner phone, either way, right? And then in Kenya and Nigeria, respectively, we have 80%. So 80% of the Kenyan population, I mean, most people have mobile phones, right? Whether it's Kabambe, because I know most of us know about the Kabambe, or is it Katululu, something. Yes. And then 65% of active mobile phone users, like in Nigeria, have shopped online. So look at the 80% population with mobile phones, 65% have shopped online. So you can imagine if we have 80% of we have the same number, 80% in Kenya and Nigeria. So you can imagine, more or less, Kenya is also around 65% for people who shop online. Most people right now are getting into the digital shift, hopping onto the digital shift. It's the same thing with me right now. I work remotely, so I don't have time to go and do walk-ins in shops or restaurants or businesses. So I just go online and look for products near me, if it's anything I want, or businesses near me. Do they offer delivery? Because I don't want to do the walk-in purchases, right? So it's happening with most people. We have more and more people getting into online shopping. So this basically shows you why it's important for you to get onto the digital space and have different, offerings to your clients to ensure that you convert with them effectively, right? So opportunities that might arise from connecting with customers online. What are the opportunities that might arise with connecting with customers online? The first thing, you get to reach more people. You have increased reach. You get to reach people far beyond where you're located, where your business is located. If you're located in Meru and your business is online, you're able to reach people in Nairobi. Your clients can even be in Nairobi. Your clients can even be in Mombasa. We all know that, right? So you have increased reach because you're visible. You're visible online. Your visibility has increased. Your brand visibility is enhanced, right? And then you get to learn more about your customers. So looking at the different platforms that you're working, the different platforms that you have on, it could be Facebook, it could be YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, or even if you have a website. When you go to the back end and look at the analytics bit of your platforms, you're able to learn who are your customers, their demographics, what time do they get online, what devices do they use when they go online, what time do they even get online? What kind of content are they consuming more? Right? So you learn about your customers' demographics, you learn about their psychographics, you learn about their challenges, which is the most important thing. So when you learn about your customers' pain points, then you're able to know how to position your business as a solution to that problem. That is the needs versus solution feature. So needs versus solution, right? You understand your client's needs, you know their challenge, their pain points, and position yourself as a solution. That's what customers want. I don't want you to come to me as a business and talk to me about, oh, my business does this. We are so, we operate all over Kenya. We sell all these products, but you don't understand what I need. So what exactly do you need? You're saying to me about your business, but do you know what I'm looking for? So it's very important to learn about your customers and then communicate and support. So when you learn about your customers' pain points, challenges, needs, you're able to communicate to them. You're able to talk to them. If they have questions about your business, if they have questions about the products you're offering, you're able to communicate and support them. So with the online space, it also helps with improving your customer care as a business, right? So some those are basically some of the benefits that you get with leveraging the online space. And then the key channels. So we've looked at what digital marketing is, right? And the benefits of digital marketing. So what are the channels of digital marketing? What encompasses digital marketing? Right? There's 6 things that encompass digital marketing. The search engine optimization, the search engine marketing, social media marketing, display marketing, email marketing, and content marketing. These are the 6 channels that you need to consider. Like you're a business, so you want to get started with digital marketing. What are the different channels? What do you think can work for you, right? So as a small business, it's highly unlikely that you will work with all 6 of these, right? Because you also want to focus your efforts on things that will convert with you, not just for the sake of, I'm running SEM on my website, I'm doing social media marketing, but is it working for you? And we're going to look at how you can settle on the channels that can work for you. So going deep into what all these channels are, we look at search engine optimization, the definitions is optimizing your website to ensure your ranking, to ensure that you improve your ranking on the search engine results page. So the search engine is Google. You can decide either you're on Google or you're on Edge, depending on the browser that you use. That's the search engine. Then the search engine results page are the results that come from, when I make a search on online, the results that come. So those are the search engine results page, right? And then when you look at the search engine results page, of course, there are listings, and most of us either choose the first, second, or third. Highly unlikely you'll go to the bottom results or go to the next page, because there's usually 1 to 10 down there. It's highly unlikely unless there's something you're looking for and you're not finding. So what makes the websites that appear on the first, rank there, right? So if they're not doing search engine marketing on their sites, it means that they're running SEO on their site. So when you're running SEO, you basically improve your ranking in the search engine. And the higher you go, I don't want to say the higher you go, the cooler it becomes. So the higher you go, the highly likely more people are able to click on your site. So you have increased website traffic. You can have even increased website sales, right? So that's SEO. Search engine marketing is paying for advertising to appear in search engines. So you pay to appear at the top of the listings. And when you make a search online, even right now, for example, you go online and search for most of the tours and travel companies like to run ads on their websites. So even if you go online right now and you search for tours and travel companies in Nairobi, so there will be listings. And the first one, you might see a listing, and then on the left side, just before their name on the results page, there should be a box with written AD. So a box written AD, it means that they're running Google ads on their site. They have paid to appear at the top. And it's with search engine marketing, it's instant. You bid on keywords and then you appear at the top, right? So that's search engine marketing. And then there's social media marketing. We all know this. So you can decide to be doing, you can decide on social media advertising, you can do social media management, but still making sales from that, right? And then there's display marketing. So this is online advertising that appears in different formats across, on different websites across the internet, right? So if you read, if you read Bikozulu, I think most of us know Bikozulu. If you're in Kenya, if you read Bikozulu, or you go to these famous blogs, for people with blogs, you could see that they have ads running on their sites. So it could be an ad, maybe Beryl's Organics. I have a shop called Beryl's Organics, right? And then I'm running I decide to run display advertising. So my ad will not necessarily appear on my website. It might appear in Bikozulu's website. It might appear on Betika's website. So these ads that are not related to that website but appear on that website, that means the person on that ad or the owner of that ad is running display ads on their site. And display advertising is very good with awareness. You want people to know about your business. All right. So that's how display advertising works. And then there's email marketing. So as a business, you can decide to be collecting emails from your potential clients. So maybe on the website, most websites usually have an inquiry form, right? So you can have an inquiry form on the website and then link your website with an email marketing app. It could be MailChimp. MailChimp is free, so you can decide on MailChimp. There are also other apps you can use. There's advanced email. Yeah, I think there's also SendGrid. Yes. So you can decide on that. You can always just go online. If you have the resources to pay for an email marketing app, well and good. So when people fill that form, you're able to send emails out to them. And email marketing works well with remarketing, right? So assuming you sold to this person before and you have their contacts and you have a new product that you brought in, right? You can send emails out to them and tell them, you know what, we've brought in a new product. So these are already people who interacted with your business before. So email marketing works well with remarketing. All right. Either you want to cross sell or you want to upsell. And then the content marketing. So creating and sharing different types of content, could be blogs, could be videos, could be guides, could be infographics. All right. So you're sharing content out and it helps with attracting attention to your website. It helps with driving traffic to your site as well. Right. So do I have any questions up to there before I proceed? Before I proceed, do I have any questions? Thank you, Amarachi, for that. So just follow Amarachi's, just follow. I think it's a bit clear now, is it? So you can just follow Amarachi's steps in ensuring that, my screen or your screen is very clear. Right. So Esther, I interact with my customers via Facebook, messages, WhatsApp, chat after posting on my status or through some calls. That's nice, Esther. It's nice to see that. Social media platforms, including WhatsApp. I see you, Frederick, and I see you, Esther and Lydia. I see you all. So do we have a question? Do we have any question up to where we are right now? TikTok. Frederick has decided to leverage on TikTok. That's also a thing. So does influencer marketing fall under content marketing or SMM? So influencer marketing is basically a separate branch on itself. It's a separate branch on itself. So with influencer marketing, obviously you're looking at influencers and how they can, influence the people who are maybe their followers, who are on their pages, about either your brand or a product that you're dealing with. So influencer marketing is a whole other arm. Yeah, it's not under digital marketing per se. It's a whole other arm. That's why you see that if you're looking at the different agencies that are available, so there are agencies, the digital marketing agencies, which they can decide to do some influencer management. And then there are agencies that specifically are focused on influencer management. Okay. So influencer marketing is neither content marketing or social media marketing. Online marketing of products. Sorry. So do I have any other question? It's only Eunice who dropped me a question. It's only Eunice who dropped a question. Do I have any other question that I'm missing? Any other question, please? Great, thanks. Awesome. Frederick, marketing through space. Right. So if there are no questions, you can also indicate no questions so that we move. If there are no questions, you can also indicate no questions. And also just a reminder, when we are almost ending the session, we'll have an attendance link that will be posted in the chat section. So please make sure you fill in the attendance form, input your correct name as you want it to appear on your certificates. We'll be sending out certificates at the end of, after every session. So you might get your certificate maybe next week, but whether it's this week or next week, be guaranteed that you'll be getting certificates for every session that you attend. Okay. So are we ready to move to the next part? I think the next part now we're going to look at building your own digital marketing plan. We've looked at what digital marketing is, right? So what are the different channels of digital marketing? The social media marketing, search engine marketing, search engine optimization, content marketing, display marketing, and email marketing. So now you want to build your own plan. You already understand what digital marketing is and the components of it, right? So let's get started with digital marketing. Betty's Kitchen. So does it mean your products can only rank at the top when you do paid ads? So that's where search engine optimization comes in. So you might not, probably don't even have the funds to run the, SEO paid ads. I mean, SEM, that's search engine marketing. But you can decide to use to go the search engine optimization way, which is normally free. So you optimize your website. So you can link your website with, there's a tool called Google Search Console. So Amarachi just drop the name in the chat section, Google Search Console. You can Google it. So if you have a website, you can link it on your website. You can link the Google Search Console with your website, and it helps with the optimization. So with search engine optimization, you need to do a lot of keyword research. So you need to optimize keywords. What I mean by keywords is these are terms that people use on the search engine to either get products or services, right? So you can, if you want to learn more about keywords related to your space, related to your industry, you can use there's Google Trends, which is also free. So you can use Google Trends. Let me see if I can type that also. So you can use Google Trends, or you can use Google Ads Keyword Planner to learn more about keywords, right? So in fact, the advantage of even Google Ads Keyword Planner, when you go to the Google Ads Keyword Planner interface, so you go to Google Ads, right? And then there's the interface for Google Ads Keyword Planner. You can input, if you want to learn about why is your competitor's website ranking higher than yours, you can input your competitor's website, then generate keywords. Thank you, Arachi, for that. That's the link to Google Ads. So you can go to it, you can access the interface of Google Ads Keyword Planner. You can decide to search with a website, input your competitor's website, learn about keywords that they are using, and then optimize these keywords, because you want your keywords, you want the keywords on your site to match what people are searching for, right? So when you're getting started with Google Search Console, when someone goes online, assuming I'm a restaurant selling seafood, so someone goes online and searches for seafood restaurants in Westlands, or they want oysters or sushi, whatever it is that they want. So whatever it is that they want, Google crawls your site. That's the best thing when you submit your sitemap, and if you have Google Search Console on your website. So Google crawls your site, the internet, and remembers, you know what? There's that website that talked about seafood and sushi and oysters and all those things, and my ranking appears, and I appear on the results page, right? So that's how the Google Search Console works. That's how search engine optimization works, and it's free. But now the thing with search engine optimization, it's not instant. You'll work on it, you'll optimize your website over a long period of time. It could be months, it could take you months to improve your ranking on the search engine, right? But the more you optimize your site, the more your ranking increases. So you don't necessarily, the difference between SEO and SEM is that with SEM is instant. I can decide to run Google Ads right now, and then in 12 to 24 hours, my listing already appears at the top. But with search engine optimization, I can start working on it right now, and my ranking will improve over time, even in 3 or 4 or 5 months. All right. So that's the difference. But you don't have to run ads on your site. Okay. So Blessy says also, what about using influencers? So with influencers, you first of all need to understand the niche of the audience you're targeting. Who are you targeting? Who are your audience? And look at the audience that's following your specific influencer, the influencer that you want to, the influencer that you want to work with. So you look at the audience that's with them. If I have an influencer that's mostly targeting, that maybe an influencer that's usually followed by young people, maybe young people between 20 to 30, maybe to say, maybe 18 to 25. And my products are targeting people who are 35 and above, right? Then there's no point in me working with this influencer just because he has he or she has a large number of followers. So you need to understand the audience you're targeting and look at your kind of influencer and see, if I use this influencer, am I going to get the conversion that I want? Because they might talk about your product, right? But you don't necessarily want awareness, you want conversion. So they might talk about your program, your product or your business or your service, but the kind of people who are following that influencer are maybe young people, so it doesn't really work out well for you. So sometimes you might not get an influencer with a large number of followers, but the kind of followers that these people is are that the kind of followers surrounding this influencer are your target audience. So you basically need to understand that. All right. I think, Blessy, have I answered your question? Okay, so I'll move on to the next part of our session. Blessy, just let me know if I've responded to your question quite well, right? So we'll move on to the next part of our session. Uh, Building your digital marketing plan. So there are 6 steps you need to do when you're building your digital marketing plan. The first thing you need to look at is, what are your business goals and objectives? What do you want to achieve at the end of it all, right? And then budget and resources. What is your budget? What are your resources? If I decide to go the digital marketing way, do you have the resources for this, or do I have to borrow? Because you don't want to over borrow, you don't want to borrow when you don't have a payment plan as well. So you need to work around your resources. And then, who are your audience? Who are you targeting? This is actually the most important thing. You can get started with digital marketing, do all the digital marketing in the world that you want, but if you have not cut through your audience, it's not going to help you, right? So you need to understand your audience. And then, what are the channels? We've looked at the different digital marketing channels. So what are your channels, right? And then plan your activity. What am I going to do? So I don't have the money for a website. So what do I need to do to get started with digital marketing? You understand? And then you need to measure performance. How is it working well for me? Is it working well? Where is the problem? Why is my Facebook not converting? What do I need to do better? I have a website, but it's very dormant. There's nothing happening on my website, right? So it means there's something that you need to do well. So what do you need to do well? It's very important to measure. So when you're talking about measuring, it means you have to go back to your business goals and objectives and curate them to SMART objectives. And you're going to look at the SMART objectives in this session. So getting down into business goals and objectives, right? You need to understand, what do I want to achieve? Where do I want to go? What is my final destination? Do you understand? So we have a case scenario here. There's Mondi, right? We have Mondi, who is a hairdresser. And Mondi's business goals are to get more customers through her door. It could be new customers or past customers, and make more people in her area know about her business. So Mondi wants to get new customers, wants to get return customers, and wants more people to know about the existence of her business. So these are Mondi's 3 objectives, right? So let's look at sample online objectives, right? So you need to understand, this is my business goal, but I'm getting into the online space, right? I'm getting into the online space. How can I tweak these business goals, right, to show what I want to achieve from the online space, right? So it could be, I want more people to know about my business. So on the online space, you can say, I'm opening a Facebook page because I want to increase my reach and awareness. Do you understand? So I want more people to know about me. It could be, I want to increase my, so I want more people to know about the existence of my business. It could be, increase my social media page likes and follows. I want to increase my sales. Could be, increase online sales. I want more people visiting my store, or I want to make more sales. It could be increasing traffic to website. So you need to understand how your online goals, your online objectives relate to your online goals, right? And this is just what I've talked about. Your business goal could be making more people aware of your existence, right? So when you go to the online space, you can curate that as increasing online reach and awareness. if you want to sell more products, your online goal, if you have a website, could be you want to increase online sales. You want to be get found. You want to get found by more people. You want more people to find you. It could be I want to increase my social page likes, stroke follows, and then getting more returning customers. So you want to increase traffic to your website. So you need to understand how you can relate your business goals to your online objectives. It's very, very, very important, right? Then, when you've understood your goals and objectives, you've understood your online goals. What is your budget? What is your resource? So let's go back to Mondi. Mondi said she wants a new customers, return customers, and more people to know about her business. So, and she's looking at her budget, she's looking at the resources she has around her. She doesn't have money to get a website, right? It's too much for her right now. So basically, Mondi is thinking about getting a professional website developer to do a website for her. But you know what? It's very expensive. She can't afford that, right? So she doesn't have the budget for that. Then her audience. So we are going to, you'll see how all these things relate to one another. That's why it's a step-by-step basis, right? So you'll see how all these things relate to one another. Then Mondi's audience. Mondi understands her audience are, females in her local area, and most of her, I mean, her most valuable clients are females above 30 years old. They have children, they work part-time, and they mostly use Facebook. So you can see Mondi already has an understanding of who her audience are, right? She knows their demographics, right? She knows what time she can get them, right? So you basically need to have an understanding of who your audience is. And she knows that most of our audience use Facebook. So let's look at the marketing channels that Mondi can settle on. So this is an example on the different goals, the different online objectives. Remember our goals, we changed our goals to online objectives so that we can know the kind of marketing channels that you can use, right? Remember there were 6 channels. So if you want to increase your online reach and awareness, you want to reach out to more people, get more people aware about the existence of your business, you can decide on display advertising. Remember, display advertising is the ads that appear on different websites across the internet, not necessarily your own. So it basically makes more people know about the existence of your business. And then there's social media, and then there's content marketing. So if your online objective is the first one, you can decide on display marketing, social media, and content marketing. It's basically to increase your reach and get more people know about the existence of your business. And then if you want to increase your website sales, so it could be search engine marketing. Remember, you've paid to appear at the top, right? You're listing to appear at the top. So obviously, the more people click on your site, the more they go to your website. If you're selling online, the more the chances highly likely they will convert with you. So if it's increasing website sales, there's search engine marketing, search engine optimization, and email marketing. All right. And then if your objective is increasing traffic to your website, you can decide on search engine marketing, SEO, and email marketing. So you can see SEO, SEM, and email marketing are focused towards your website activity, whether it is sales, whether it's getting traffic. They are focused towards your website activity. Do you understand? And then if you want customer loyalty, could be social media, you're talking to your clients, you're responding to them, could be email marketing, could be content marketing. Do you understand? So you can decide on either of these channels depending on the objectives that you have, right? So we're looking at now planning your activity. So Mondi, this goes back to Mondi again. Mondi knew her audience. She doesn't have the resource for a website. She only knows her audience uses Facebook at all. So how do I plan my activity, taking into account my objectives, taking into account my audience insights, taking into account my budget, right? So my online objectives, Mondi wants to reach more people in a local area, get new customers and returning customers, right? Her audience mostly uses Facebook. So obviously that means if Mondi is going to start with online marketing, she's going to choose Facebook first of all, because she understands that her audience use Facebook mostly. And then her audience works part-time. All right. So she can know if my audience works part time, if they work in the morning and they are free in the evening, that means if I make my posts in the evening, I'll have more people interacting with them, right? So you understand how all these things relate to one another. And then Monday remembers, you know what, I don't have a website. So how do I go about this? Monday goes to create Google business profile. I think this was mentioned, this will be mentioned in the next class. And we also have a session that's specifically designed for Google business profile. So you set up your Google business profile, which is free. And then when you're creating a Google business profile, you get the chance to get a free website. So you get a free website alongside it. You only have to pay for the domain name, which is usually around $4, right? So Monday goes to Google business profile, creates a profile, right? So with the Google business profile, you have the advantage of visibility on Google search and maps, right? And then you still get a free website with it. So there's that, right? And then Monday decides on Facebook advertising, because with online digital marketing, the best thing is it's dependent on the budget that you have. I have $50. I want to run ads for like Facebook ads for like a month or a week or two. It's dependent on the amount of money that you have. So you can see, or Monday can also decide to go to Google Sites and create her own website, or go to wix.com or WordPress to create their own website. So there are very many options out there, and you don't even need coding skills. So especially with the Google business profile, there are templates that are there. There are ready templates that are there, right? There's a session that will talk about Google business profile. So make sure you don't miss it. So there are templates which you can customize. So you only need to add details about your business, customize it with your brand colors, your brand themes. It's very important to customize the templates. And then measure. Why do you need to measure? How do you ensure that you measure the efforts you're using? I mean, you measure the efforts that you're implementing, right? So you need to ensure that your objectives are smart objectives. What we mean when we say smart objectives, we mean they need to be simple and specific, right? They need to make sense. They need to be measurable. Am I able to measure this objective after the first month? Will I able to say, you know what, I'm halfway towards achieving my objective. I'm quarter way towards achieving my objective. Are they measurable? They need to be achievable. I understand that, we have goals for our businesses. You want to grow, you want to, be big, scale your business, but you need to set achievable goals for yourself in regards to the resources that you have, in regards to your audience purchasing power, in regards to the market that you're in, right? And then they need to be realistic. They need to be realistic. Don't set goals that are over the top what you can achieve, right? It's a step-by-step basis. Entrepreneurship is a step-by-step basis, and you need to have a timeline. I want to achieve this goal by the end of this month, by the end of this quarter, by the end of the year. When do I need to achieve this goal, right? So that's what you need to do. So you can have a broad objective. When you were creating our online objectives, you can say, I want to make online sales. But how will I be able to measure my online sales? I can decide I want to increase my online sales by 20% within the first 3 months. So after 3 months, I'm able to know that I've reached my 20% mark. After the first month, I can do a review. So because you'll need to do a lot of reviewing. After the first month, I can do my review and see that, you know what, I've increased my online sales by 5%. So the next 2 months, are they sufficient for me to reach the remaining 15%? What do I need to do to ensure that I reach that 15% so that by the end of the third month, I've reached my 20% mark? Do you understand? So that's how you curate your broad objective to smart objective. And then you're looking at brand awareness. I want to be known by people, right? But how can I make it that I'm able to measure it? So you can say, I want to increase my brand awareness on Facebook by growing our audience with new people by 40%, probably by the end of the 6th month. All right. So I know now I have 100 followers. After maybe 4 or whatever months, I know if I get to 40%, what is the percentage increase? Have I reached my goal for brand awareness, right? So that's how you're able to measure, and you need to curate your broad objectives to smart objectives, right? So let's look at Monday again. And this is just a summary of what we've talked about. We got to understand the business goal of Monday, and then Monday understood her audience, right? So she decided on the channels, which was Facebook and local SEO. Local SEO is the Google business profile, right? And the technical SEO is the search engine optimization, is the Google Search Console. And I think I mentioned this. And then for the activity, so building a website, and I said you can get a free website on Google business profile, and then you can start on Facebook advertising, right? Then she understood a business goal, right? Reformed it to online objective, and then further tweaked it to a smart objective. So that's how you get started with your digital marketing plan. I hope you're all on the same page with that. That's how you get started with your digital marketing plan. Any question? Taking questions, taking questions. I'm taking questions. I'm taking questions. So also just a reminder, just a shout out. Thank you to Biashara Africa for all that they're doing in regards to empowering entrepreneurs. I know there's a lot of programs that they are dealing with, basically to empower, entrepreneurs. There's the Shop at Small Businesses, which is an initiative that Biashara Africa has to celebrate small businesses, and they basically encourage buyers to support small businesses by shopping from them. And so make sure you go to Amarachi, you can post this please. Shopsmallbusiness.co.ke, shopsmallbusiness.co.ke, or let me just paste it for you. So for Biashara Africa, right? Nana, how do you measure customer loyalty? Give an example of a smart objective on the same. So for customer loyalty, you can decide, it basically, I think this basically takes you back to, your customer service, your customer support. So you can see the reviews that your customers are leaving. So when your customers interact with you, you can encourage them to drop reviews. So they can drop reviews on your Facebook or on your Instagram or on your Google business profile. And especially if they drop on your Google business profile, it helps to increase your rating. So assuming I have 5 business profiles of tours and travel companies, and I'm looking at them and one of them has 1 rating, this 1 rating, these 3 ratings, right? Or 3, 4, 5 ratings, 5-star ratings. I'll obviously choose the one with the 5-star rating. So the more people drop reviews for you, the more that, the more you're able to know about whether you're satisfied with your service or not. There's also the maybe you started as a business right now and you have a lot of complaints. Maybe you get like 10 complaints in a month about your products or your service or your business. So you can decide, what, my goal would be to decrease the number of negative reviews or complaints from clients by 10% in the next month, right? So that's also how you can check on customer loyalty. That's also how you can see how to curate, smart objective on the same. Okay. So I hope I've covered that, Nana, for you. So let's go to the last part of our session so that we don't pass our time. Harnessing the power of digital advertising. And I think this basically will cover what I have mentioned in the first and second parts of this session. It basically covers that. So when you want to get started with search engine marketing, there are 3 things you need to understand. So you can see I have 3 parts of my screen color coded. There's one color coded in yellow, there's one color coded in blue, and there's one color coded in green. So the yellow one is the search query. So these are the terms that people use to search for either a product or service. So you can see this person talked about best compact camera for travel. They want cameras, high quality cameras, compact cameras that they can use when they're traveling. Maybe they're going for hiking, right? So that is the search query. And then the next part, circled in blue, is the paid text and shopping ads. So these are websites that run SEM on their site. They have paid to appear at the top. So you can see, just leave the shopping ads alone. The shopping ads are the ones with the images. You can see below that there's the best compact travel cameras / your bring everywhere camera. So that is the ad copy. That's what we mean by ad copy. And anything that's written down there, it's the ad copy. So what do you want people to see when they look at your ad? And you can see there's a small box written AD just under best compact travel cameras. That means that they're running SEM on their site. They're running paid ads on their site. All right. So what you see is the ad copy. They've put out a message that when I look at it, I already know, oh, they have a compact cameras for travel, right? I don't even need to read so much into what it is that, to their website and all those things. So those are the paid ads. And the ones circled in green are organic search listings. So these are websites that you can see the first one, best travel compact cameras. They've appeared at the top. So this means that they're doing a lot of SEO on their site. They're optimizing their website. They've optimized their website a lot. So assuming we didn't have the ones in blue, so assuming we didn't have a website that's running paid ads on their site, this one in green, the first listing in green, then would appear number one, right? So that's how search engine optimization works, right? And then how do you get started with search engine marketing? The first thing, and I said, understand your customers, then find keywords. What are the keywords? So you see, for example, let's go back to this. Someone searched for best compact camera for travel. Then you can see the one circled in blue, the listing, best compact travel cameras. So the word best compact must have been a keyword that most people are using to get that product. So this person did a lot of keywords research and understood the words they can input on their ad copy to ensure that they, because with search engine marketing, you bid for keywords. So maybe there's another organization, institution that wanted to run ads on, maybe they used maybe they just used high quality cameras, right? So when you're bidding for keywords, the ones with the best optimized, the ones with the best keywords get to win, right? And that's how their ad appears, all right? That's why you need to do a lot of keyword research. And then your ad copy. I've talked about what your ad copy is. What do you want people to see first when they see your ad? And then obviously put it all together. So with search engine marketing, you get started with it on Google Ads. The link to Google Ads was posted prior, but Amarachi will post that again to get started with search engine marketing. The difference with search engine marketing and SEO is SEM you pay, and I've said this, you pay, and SEO it's free. SEM you bid for keywords, and SEO you optimize keywords. Okay, with SEM you can get onto the first page straight away, but with SEO it takes time, so you need to put a lot of effort and work onto your website. I also give instructions on how you can get started with search engine optimization. So sign up for Google Search Console. You can just go to your browser and search for Google Search Console. It's going to bring you the tool itself, and then link it on your website if you have a website. Submit your content to Google. So submitting your content is not a must. It is not a must to submit your content. But the benefit of submitting your content to Google is it hastens the process of Google basically crawling your site, knowing about what information is in your website. All right. So it hastens the process. Then you need to do a lot of monitoring on your search. And the best thing with Google Search Console, it can give you alerts. So if you have a page on your website that's not getting people, that most people are not visiting that page on your website. If it's your services page and you only have more people coming to your homepage, Google Search Console will give you alerts and tell you, you know what, you need to optimize this page. All right. And then if there are keywords that people are using to come to your website, it will tell you these are the keywords that people are using to come to your website. So you know how your performance, your website is performing. All right. So I talked about submitting your sitemap. When you submit your sitemap, the benefit of it is Google gets to match your listing to a search query, right? So Google already crawls your site, crawls the internet, knows about what is on your website, and it's easy for them to bring you have your listing as appear on the results page when someone makes a search query. All right. So with search engine optimization, besides optimizing keywords, you need to share content that is unique and accurate. Share content that makes sense. All right. Share content that resonates with your audience. If you have heading tags, So I'll still talk about the if you're a seafood restaurant. So you on your services page, you just indicate you're selling seafood, right? And then under that seafood tag on your website, behind it, so this is very much on website development. So behind the seafood tag, you can indicate, you can have oysters, sushi, crabs, tilapia, so under behind that. All right, so this is all this is all in the back end. So even when someone goes online, does not search for seafood, but searches for oysters, searches for tilapia, searches for sushi, Google still is able to know about what's on your site. So that's the benefit with heading tags. So getting started, I talked about keyword research, obviously, publishing useful, high quality content, and your website has to be user friendly. It has to be user friendly. Nobody likes to go to visit a website that's complicated, and it's very complicated to maneuver. Nobody has time. And remember, last time we talked about how to test the speed of your site. So, Amarachi, please post the link on testing the speed of your site. Your site does not need to be heavy, it needs to load fast. All right. Display ads. I think I've mentioned this. I've mentioned this a couple of times during the session. So, what is the difference between display ads and search advertising? Remember, display ads is when you're running websites on different websites across the internet. Display ads are very good for awareness, right? And search advertising is very good for sales. You focused on making sales, you will want to go with search advertising, which is search engine marketing. Display advertising, you basically want people to know more about your website. Search advertising, so it's, when you make a query, Google matches that query to your website, right? And it's on the search engine, right? But with the display advertising, your ad basically is focused around different websites, not necessarily your own. Do you get? I think I've talked about this so much. So you can see the common thing with all these things is understanding your customers, right? Then where do you want to place your ads? Do you want it to appear as a banner ad? Do you want it to appear as a pop-up ad? And then what is your ad creative? So do you want to use a flyer? What are the size? What is the size of a flyer? Do you want it in rectangle form? What do you want to include on your ad? And then obviously put it all together and publish. And then with social media marketing, it could be on either side: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Snapchat, YouTube. We have TikTok now. There's Twitter. You need to understand each we looked at this in the previous session. We looked at the different channels, the different features of every channel, and how you can leverage on the different features. The same way you post on LinkedIn is not the same way you'll post on Facebook. The languages are different, right? The audience on each platform is different. So you need to understand that. And then what is the difference between organic and paid? I think this is more like SEO, SEO, SMM, but now on the social media space. Obviously, with organic, it's free. It's the normal social media management that we do. You don't pay for views, you don't pay for clicks, you don't pay for people to interact with you. But with paid, you pay for views, you pay for actions. When someone clicks on your ad, you pay for it, you know. And then with organic social media, your content appears on different profiles. I mean, on your business profile and in people's news feeds, right? And it's basically for people who are following you, your followers or friends of your followers, if they decide to share. All right. And then with paid, your ads can appear in more places. Assuming I made a search previously, maybe last month, I made a search on, I'm looking for the new iPhone 12, and then I left it at that. And then Nana decides, you know what, I'll start selling iPhones, right? And I've brought the new iPhone and I'm going to run an ad on it. So when you're running your ad, remember my digital footprints already show that I searched for the new iPhone, the iPhone 12, right? So your ad will appear on my site. On my newsfeed, whether I follow you or I don't follow you. So that's how paid advertising works, right? You're able to reach anyone so long as they previously showed an interest in that. So the best thing, remember, you can see audience also appears here. Audience is the common factor. Understand your audience, understand your objective, and then coming up with your ad creative. And with social media advertising, obviously, it's also dependent on your budget. How much do you have? And when you're running Facebook ads, I usually encourage people to set, because you can set a daily budget or a lifetime budget. So I encourage people to set lifetime budgets so that the system automatically knows how it can balance the expenditure, right? The system knows how it can balance the expenditure on the high days, the peak days, the low days. So make sure that when you're getting started social media advertising, you decide to, focus on, or you set it to lifetime budget. So do I have any questions that I've missed? Yes, please don't forget to fill in the attendance form. Make sure you fill the attendance form. All right. Okay, thank you so much. Remember to sign up for the Google Hustle Academy. If you want to self-learn, you can go to learndigital.withgoogle.com/digital skills/courses. Learn more about digital marketing, learn more about search engine marketing, learn more about social media marketing, all those things. And it's at the comfort of your home, and it's also free. So this link will also be posted. Make sure you follow. Then follow us on our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Digital Skills for Africa, or Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Impact Her. All right. Follow us on our pages. And also remember that Biashara Africa also helps small businesses. So they have this program. It's called the shop at smallbusiness.com. So it basically helps small businesses by ensuring that more and more people shop from them. It is free for small businesses to be mapped. So please get started with that on shopsmallbusiness.co.ke. Click on that to get mapped on the small businesses platform by Biashara Africa. All right. So thank you so much for that. I think that's all for today. On Monday, I think it's highly likely to be a holiday. So we will not have a session on Monday. We will not have a session on Monday, but we will have Bernard. Yes, Amarachi. Yes, Amarachi has posted the link to the Google Hustle Academy. So we won't have a session on Monday. It's highly likely to be a holiday. I'll see you on Wednesday. We shall reschedule the Monday session. This will be communicated to you, just how you got this link. So it will also be communicated to you. So we'll see each other on Wednesday, 5 p.m. East Africa time. All right. So bye. Enjoy your evening. Goodbye. I hope you liked the session. Bye.